Welcome to a transformative journey towards a stress-free life. In today's fast-paced world, stress has become a common companion. But it doesn't have to be this way. Join us for the next 30 days as we explore science-based techniques and proven strategies to manage and alleviate stress. It's time to unwind, breathe, and thrive.
Greetings, everyone, and welcome to Life Coach Corner, a community service of Life Coach Philippines. And our mission is to kindle awareness and foster appreciation for the vast toolkits and modalities of life coaching. And we're dedicated to empowering coaching professionals and inspiring coaches, providing them with the resources to elevate the ethical practice of coaching into a thriving profession and business. And here at Life Coach Philippines, we train, we coach, and we build tribes. And we're streaming through the Facebook pages of Life Coach Philippines and Life Coach Oman, and our YouTube channel, Coach AI-Connect. That's Coach AI-Connect. And if you are new to Life Coach Philippines, or if you're watching this through a shared link, please take a moment to like and follow Life Coach Philippines. This way, we can stay connected and for future learning opportunities. And I'm your coach, Coach Shaun, the man from Pasig City, the life coach dad. I am a master coach apprentice and a professional certified CACC life coach by Master Coach A, and an active member of Life Coach Philippines. And as a life coach, I empower people to be mentally fit so that they can stay inspired to live a more meaningful and fulfilled life. And today is day 2 of the Stress Management Double Down Month. We're going to dive deeper into the topic that I'm going to talk to you about. And this live episode, our goal is to provide a glimpse into the coaching experience for individuals seeking solutions for the challenges they face and seeking personal growth. And if you're interested in embarking on the journey of becoming a professional certified life coach, Master Coach A and Master Coach A Professional Training and Development Services offers a co-actively co-create life coach certification program complete with international CPD accreditation with 40 CPD units. And life coaching stands as the 21st century learning experience that empowers professionals to enhance their skills in multiple domains. This is an heightened expertise makes them increasingly relevant in a complex and dynamic workplace of today. And the CACC course, when you avail of this, encompasses a 21-day web-based learning at a lifetime access and a 3-day live coaching bootcamp led by Master Coach A and a 3-day live virtual business bootcamp with senior coaching team. The program package includes a done-for-you coaching program and numerous bonuses enabling you to launch your career in the second fastest growing industry in the world today. If you're ready to take the leap, connect with Coach Rizal at 0917-586-1661 to join the next CACC Life Coach Certification class of Master Coach A, which is a duly accredited CPD course. Tune in. That's going to be on this coming December, the week after next. I think it's 15 and 16. That's the next day of the certification. If you want to know more about how you can take advantage and leverage under the certification, please, again, just message Coach Rizal 0917-586-1661. As we embark on this journey, kindly drop us a message so that we can give a warm welcome and acknowledge your presence. Feel free to share your current location and introduce yourself to fellow coaches and entrepreneur. Tell us about what you're doing in your work, in your services, and also the products that you are offering. I encourage you to be actively participating. I invite you to share your thoughts, comments, and feedback throughout our session. Of course, giving is a timeless lifestyle that never goes out of style. If you find value in our mission to promote stressless lifestyle, I encourage you to show your appreciation and extend your support to the advancement of mental fitness by blessing us with stars. Additionally, we are glad to accept gifts via bank transfer or GCash. You can find the details in this video caption. Now, let's talk about identifying your stress triggers. Now, stress triggers, and I talk about this on November 2nd, at least on a high-level discussion. Stress triggers can vary widely from person to person, but there are some common stress triggers that you might know or maybe you have experienced. Specific to work-related, we're talking about tight deadlines, high workload, conflict with colleagues, and job insecurity. This is some of the work-related stress that you might be experiencing. Relationship stress-related is something that would happen as well if you have conflicts with family members or friends. Maybe you have breakups, you experience breakup or relationship issues. We all go through this experience. Or there's a lack of communication or misunderstanding in a relationship that can trigger stress. Financial stress is mostly some of the biggest stressors that someone would experience, whether it be you have debt, you have unforeseen expenses, like someone got sick, or maybe you just need to pay something. This is something that happens. And job loss and financial stability also as the reason why you might be stress triggered. Health related stress can be chronic illnesses, injuries, or concern about one's own loved ones or loved ones in health. We have experienced this time again, especially during the pandemic times, when you have a loved one that had COVID. And life transition also can trigger your stressors if you're moving to a new space. Maybe you're starting a new job or career, or maybe you are entering a marriage, or you're exiting a relationship, which is ending in the divorce. Personal expectations also, like perfectionism, unrealistic goals, or fear of failure, is something that would trigger stress. And then the environmental factors, talking about noise, crowded spaces, weather conditions. This might trigger stress in you. Okay, thank you, Coach Lynn, for joining. Now, if we deep dive further, there's also an impact specific to trauma-related experiences. Now, impact on stress response and may create triggers towards your stress. And triggers, if you're experiencing stress, it can be connected towards loss and grief. You lost a loved one, whether through death or through separation. It can have a profound impact into your stress. And trauma, if you think about this, associated with these losses will resurface during anniversaries or related events. This happens as well. At times you might experience this towards holiday seasons. I've met people who triggers a stress response, and they go through a mental health challenge because of Christmas, because of New Year, sometimes birthday. These are all being triggered in a stressful environment or a stressful response, which is not good for us. Specific stress triggers. So maybe you have that, like betrayal, for example, experiencing betrayal, whether it be in your relationship, whether it be in your profession. This is a powerful stress trigger. Especially for those who have a history of traumatic experience from their past. Okay, this is something that you experience, something that people experience too. Abandonment also is one experience that could trigger your stress. Individuals who experience abandonment or neglect in their childhood can trigger by the situation because they feel rejected and they feel isolated. So this again, I'm diving deeper for you to understand that stress is not just what you've seen on a surface level. Sometimes people would say that the stress response comes from, a trigger from the outside, but a stress response comes from the inside of you. Then you have their emotion responses, then eventually that goes out into the world, whether it's people, it's places, it's things. Those are the things that's happening. And identity based trauma, this is also something that's triggers your stress, like discrimination, prejudice, bullying based on one's identity can lead to a traumatic experience. But of course, the experiences related to it, if you're constantly exposed towards bullying in the workplace, all right, it's related to an identity that serves as a stress trigger. So one of the things that we need to take a look at, and I'm giving you an example, is understanding where the triggers is coming from. And as you stand your triggers, then you are more able to manage all of these things. Some triggers, like, are invasive memories. Maybe you remember some flashbacks, some nightmares, or maybe you experience some memories that are intrusive, that triggers your stress. It feels that it's okay, but you're not okay. It's causing emotional distress. So all of these things happens when we are experiencing stress. At times it's connected towards our past experiences and traumatic experiences. It is said that when you're experiencing stress, it's also related towards a trauma, which gets you sicker and sicker. And if we're not aware of this, if we're not well versed of this, and this is the reason why we're doing life coaching, to educate people on the impacts of stress in their life, because that is what affects individuals, for them not able to get grasp or take a hold of what's going on in their life. And stress hormones protect it protects you from all of these experiences because it's defensive actions, and it's an emotional response that protects you in a way, but the constant reminder, you exposing yourself in situations, in relationships, in conversation also triggers that in any way. Now, there's a conversation towards trauma, emotions, and pain. Sometimes, based on psychological research, it demonstrates that greater pain is related to emotional stress and limited emotional awareness, expression, and processing. What does this mean? When you are experiencing stress, some stress are positive stress and some stress are eustress. Now, distress. Now, eustress, positive stress means that it's short term and you can cope, right? Or for example, you got promoted. It's okay that you will experience stress, or maybe you got married, or maybe you're moving to another space. Then that is eustress. It's a positive stress. You can cope and you can move forward. Now, de-stress, this is long term. Now, at times, people in the corporate world, for example, they are performing very well, and suddenly they experience a de-stress in their conversations, in the project that they handle. Then all of the sudden they're not able to perform, they're not able to get up, they're not able to catch up, they're not able to respond very well. That is connected towards a past experience that they have, or maybe that is a traumatic experience that they have that no one really process, because people are expecting that, hey, it's just a simple thing, it's just a minute thing that you can overcome, you can learn, and you can stand up and bounce back. But no one really processes their experiences to understand what happened to them physically, what happened to their mind, and how they are able to express these emotions to other people. And expression is really something that is a challenge in the corporate world. It's something that is not being encouraged. It's something that is not being discussed, because people feel not safe towards the relationship, towards the environment, and the lead or the person that's managing it doesn't know how to deal with this kind of situation. Now, the cause of stress goes both way, right? It's either when you experience an overwhelm in the things that you're doing, you're either have too much too fast, or you're either too little too long. Okay, either these things are experiencing an overwhelm. Sometimes there's a lot of things happening in your life that you're not able to cope, or sometimes there's too long that you're dragging yourself already in the situation that you're not able to manage yourself. Now, of course, if you experience stress in your workplace, and if you're constantly triggered again by a trauma or an experience from the past that is not healed, that's not processed, then it goes eventually into burnout. So what are the signs of burnout? There are three signs of burnout. One, if you are exhausted, you feel that you're dragging yourself to work, you feel that every morning, every time you wake up, you don't have the energy. That is exhaustion. Number two is lack of energy and motivation. If you have someone in the workplace who's unable to really solve problems in there, or they're not able to move faster than you expect them to do, then that is also a sign of burnout. And three is changes in self-esteem. If you start questioning your own self-worth, if you start questioning your own well-being, or even how you see yourself, then that is already a sign for you to say, hey, I need help, I need support, and I need someone to really allow me to process these things and understand where these experiences, where these feelings, where these thoughts are coming from. Okay. Now, resilience, stress, and emotions is something that we need to be able to recognize, because this is the heart. If we are constantly overtaxed towards an emotional situation or emotional influence, then that can be draining, right? Maybe you've experienced different kind of emotions, from anger, from sadness, from happiness, from joy. But in extreme cases, if you are not getting the support, and if you are deprived of the necessary rest, necessary support, necessary conversation, then you suffer. You are suffering in there. So if you are suffering, please, 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 Life Coach Philippines International is here to help you out in your journey. If you're looking for avenues or professionals to help you out manage your stress and really figure out where your stressors is coming from, not just your usual stress, but deeply rooted stress, it's connected with your trauma, then have a conversation with us and we can help you out. Help is available. All right. So there's a domain in resilience, and in a domain of resilience is something that we work on in life coaching. Of course, we talk about the physical. Physical is your flexibility, it's your endurance and strength. And in life coaching, Master Coach A is teaching health and vitality, which is teaching us how to have that vitality for us to sustain our energy for the longevity of your life. That is something that Master Coach E teach, which is your physical aspect. Now, that is something that can be developed. The next is your emotional resilience. It means that your emotional flexibility on how things are happening or going on with you, you are able to figure out things on your own, or at least have a support system to process things. You have a positive outlook, and you are able to self-regulate. And self-regulating means that you are regulating yourself towards your emotion. You are the one who's, it's not the other way around. I learned that when you regulate the emotion, it's not from the outside in, but it's from the inside out, because the way that you're responding to your emotions is your identity, who you are, your narratives, your perspective is the one that's triggering an emotion, and that emotion is reminding you that, hey, something's wrong, something is not in alignment, and you need help and you need support. So that's emotion. Then spiritual talks about spiritual flexibility, of course, being grateful to God, being grateful to a higher being, whatever you call it, right? But it's something that's really, you see that you are someone who is purposeful, that you have a purpose in this world, and it's commitment to your values. Like, what are your values? You know, if you take a look at your values, are your values set in stone? It's something that doesn't break. It's something that helps you out in your journey. You know, think about that. And also tolerance of other values and beliefs, because other people have other ways of doing things, have other people have the other ways of dealing with things. And as you understand this spiritual help, and then you are more able to adapt and adjust towards certain situation, and you are able to control how you are responding, because you cannot respond, you cannot control other people, right? You cannot control the environment, but you can control how you're responding to it. And lastly, the domains of resilience is your mental flexibility. Of course, the way that you think, feel, and act goes hand in hand. It's your attention span towards certain topics. If you have been joining me, I started around 15 minutes ago. If you're here, then good for you, because you're now able to still continue on and pay attention, and also available to focus and incorporate different points of view. You know, perspectiving, it's something that has been taught with us, that when you understand how perspectiving helps you to get a grasp of what's going on in your life, then you are more resilient. And resiliency doesn't end in there, that you're resilient, you're able to bounce back. No, you need to also be anti-fragile, where you are growing. So resilience is just something for you to bounce back. That is what resilience is. But anti-fragility means that you are growing. And anti-fragility is a mental model that you can utilize for you to say, hey, I'm not going to go back to the same way as I am, because if I experience the same problem, I'm going to go through the same pattern, right? But I'm deciding to change. I'm deciding to improve. I'm deciding to invest in myself. I'm deciding to seek a professional help for me to be able to be better, to respond better, to take a look at life better, so I don't go into a pattern of triggering stress and going into a cycle of negative thoughts, negative patterns that leads you towards the experience of burnout. All right. So be mindful of what your stress triggers is. I shared it a while ago, and if you want to know more, just replay this video. And if you want to have a deeper conversation, feel free to connect with us, or whoever invited you in this episode. Just message them, hey, I can connect with this one, I want to talk about it further. You know, whoever tagged you in this class, in the session, please have a conversation with them. They're trained, they're professional life coaches that can help you out in your journey. So don't allow stress to be something of an impact negative to you. It's going to impact negative to you. Focus on developing principles, because you can manage this with the right help, knowledge, and support. All right. Thank you very much for your interest in Stressless Lifestyle. We invite you to join us in person for our face-to-face community events, including Purposeful Sunday, Parenting Monday, Coaching for Mental Wellness on a Tuesday, Habits on Wednesday, Strengthening Thursday, Coaching for the Soul, and Fab Saturday Open Mic. That's going to be later at the Cup Republic. If you are in the vicinity of Pasig, if you are in the Capitolio, please drop by later at the Cup Republic. We're going to have some moments in there of singing and just enjoying our creativity. Please do join us back again tomorrow for day 3 with Coach Rizal, the science of stress and how your body reacts. For coaching classes and services, send us a private message or send an email to connect@mastercoacha.com. And when sharing your insights from tonight's learning, #PackMyBagMoments, please use that. And please tag our page so that we can engage with you in social media content. Please visit our YouTube channel, Coach AI Does Connect, for high quality videos for you to review. And you can utilize this and play it out with your friends, learn from it, then do some processing. We'll be out able to help you out in your journey. We look forward to seeing you again tomorrow. And this is us in the Philippines. Love, bam, boom. We'll see you again and have a great, great weekend ahead. Bye-bye.
As a business owner, are you overwhelmed by the need to post beautiful, engaging content every single day? Are you left wondering what to write? Tired of scrolling through stock photos that all start to look the same? Confused by complicated graphic design programs? Rise Up Creatives is here to help. Each month, we give you everything you need to create 31 days of social media content in just 5 minutes a day. Customizable captions, curated lifestyle photos, a drag-and-drop graphic design tool, and the ability to post directly to your social media accounts. No one else empowers you with these 4 resources all in one place. Each month, we help you plan your social media calendar by providing you with 31 image themes and customizable captions so you can quickly and easily create engaging content and grow your following. Simply select the image that works best for your feed or story. Then, copy the caption and customize it to fit your audience. 5 minutes a day. It's that quick. Plus, you'll absolutely love our drag-and-drop graphic design tool. Start from scratch or choose one of our beautiful templates to fit your unique brand. When you're ready to export your design, you can download, email, or post directly to your social media accounts. Here's the truth. Our world needs what you have to offer. Don't let technology or procrastination hold you back. Rise Up Creatives is more than an online resource. We're a community helping you overcome your biggest barriers to reach your greatest goals. We're here to help you rise up and be creative.